And welcome inside the friendly confines at Snohomish High School for STSPN coverage of Westco varsity volleyball. The Mountlake Terrace Hawks visiting the Snohomish Panthers. Starting lineups getting announced. It is pink out, in case you can't tell on the bottom of your screen. Back into place with pink shirts. No pink jerseys, though. As the starting lineups include Nichols, Wetmore, and Andrus. The Smith. Number 13, Beverford, and I believe Haley Tatum getting the start as well. Yep. We'll get the lineup for the other side on the other side of this break. It is Snohomish and an improving Mountlake Terrace team. Pink out at Snohomish High right after this on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN, we're presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. You know, like broadcasting some Wednesday night volleyball instead of watching MLB playoffs or my alma mater MTSU taking care of business against Jacksonville State. This is a very solid squad from Snohomish in the white with red and black trim to my left. They boast 7 seniors across the way. Mountlake Terrace doesn't have as strong of a record, but they've got a couple of wins in a row. They are improving at the right time here in Westco League play. Your starting lineups, as I mentioned earlier, for Snohomish: Kelsey Nichols, Ellie Wetmore, Madison Andrus, Annika Smith, Kara Beverford, and Haley Tatum under head coach Morgan Doyle. And again, they are in the white to the left. The visiting team, Mountlake Terrace, the Hawks under coach Sabrina DeJesus. They will start Maya Faulkner, Sierra Swan, Katie Brown, Yvonne Asenso, Leah Brown, Emerson Alley, who will serve, and Haley Trin, the libero. And we are underway from Snohomish High. And nice second effort, and then Trin will get it across. I thought that was a surefire point for the Panthers. That one was, though, rise and kill from the middle. I think that was Haley Tatum. This is a senior-laden team for Snohomish High as they will take the serve away with Kelsey Nichols, the co-captain. She's a senior at 5'9". Where's number 1? 1-0. A little bit of a size mismatch as well as they will crawl that one over, but just outside of the antenna. Point Panthers 2-0.
You know, that's what we send our broadcast out on.
Yeah, I hope they would stop messing with that. It makes it harder on the guys in the truck. Guys and gals. Whoa, what a backline play there. And they will pay it off with points. Hang a gold star on that one, though. Kelsey Nichols, who's an outside hitter, and she was basically playing center field there. And just got a fingernail underneath it. Keep that alive, and it results in a 3-0 lead. Good set at the net. Shovels it across Asenso. Point. Side out. Mountain Hawks. Mountlake Terrace Hawks, technically. 3-1.
Second in number 11, Sarah Simula.
Looks like Sarah Simula will check in for Mountlake Terrace. They will begin from the middle. Faulkner got a paw underneath it. Throwing it back across Simula. Whistle. That 4 hits? No, double hit. Mountlake Terrace will draw closer on that double hit.
Panthers lead 3-2.
Maya Faulkner, a senior outside hitter defensive specialist at 5'6", handling the serve right now, wearing number 2. And that one falls just a bit short. Harris in the red tops with the black numbers and white trim. A little influence for Mountlake Terrace from Miami of Ohio. 4-2, home side. Trin with a dig. Backside attack. And they will bang that one off of a falling Trin. I like that effort. Kara Beverford on the far side on the attack. Changing things up. Libero to serve again. Annika Smith. 5'7" senior. Playing it to the back line. Dug out again by Nichols. There's that offside attack. And it's a thing of beauty once again. Kira Beverford extends this lead to 6-2. This is just a calm, cool, and collected bunch from Snohomish. Playing in front of their pink out crowd. A lot of folks donning the pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That one crawls up and over, and that is an ace. That is an excellent ace. Call that an adrenaline fundraising ace, if you will, because if you want to ace your fundraising efforts, contact Adrenaline Fundraising, proud to sponsor the player of the game, and perhaps just as importantly, the player of the game shirt. That one out. Hawks will take the serve away. And back to serve, Haley Trin.
Back to serve, number 16.
Trin, a senior libero at 5'2". And she will get the ace. Wetmore going all the way to the floor, could not quite dig that one out. Trin will get the ace and will serve it again. 7-4, opening set. First to 25, win by 2, best 3 out of 5. And a miscommunication there. Beverford flares it high. It's another ace for Haley Trin. 7-5. Panthers have had the advantage in this one, but good job of keeping it close by the Hawks. And that one just a bit out of the reach. I think that was out of the reach of Nichols. I feel like if Harris ties this thing up, we might see a timeout by Coach Doyle. Snohomish High, an intimidating place to play with all the championship banners all over this building. That one out.
Side out.
Side out, and it'll take the serve away. 8-6. Sub will check in. Wetmore will check out. Replaced by Tyler Gildersleeve-Stiles. Back in to serve is Maggie Kavanaugh, who just checked in as well. As Haley Tatum has a seat. That one crawls over. Tip drill. Got to get a good set on it. Offside attack as well. Oh, rejected, and they're going to give the point to Terrace on the 4 hit. Hawks built a wall, and really nothing that Snohomish could do about it. J.D. Mayer will check in for Mountlake Terrace, replacing Emerson Alley, who will get a well-deserved breather. 1-point game. Leah Brown to serve. With a dying quail there and a thing of beauty, but shoveled back across. What's the call? They are going to give the point to Snohomish. Kind of what I thought. Close play on that side out. Snohomish will throw this back to a 2-point lead. Got plenty of STSPN action for you. Kamiak at GP on Friday with yours truly on the call. Good block. Good hustle up front. Gildersleeve Styles denies it. And it is a 3-point advantage for Snohomish. A Glacier Peak action for you on a Friday night football-wise. Strand in the middle digs that one out. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Hit the little replay button on your browser. Just watch that one again and again and again. Got the lift on that one. Just a soft in-between shovel from the play at the net from Mountlake Terrace. Serve seemed to catch him napping. That one out on the near side of the antenna. This is a scrappy, pesky team from Mountlake Terrace. Back to serve again. Sarah Simula. The sophomore puts it in the air. Dug out in the middle. Good job by Trend to dig that one out as well. Pop back up Nichols. And just sort of shoveled over, but a bit too long. I like the effort. I think that was Maggie Kavanaugh or Andrus, but couldn't keep it in. We're tied at 10.
That's what I thought. I took the point off because it was too much.
Got to watch the scoreboard operator, including, well, the guy to my right, Todd Elvick. Too long. A little too feisty in there. I think that was Maya Faulkner trying to bomb that one back line, and it's 11-10. Harris has not led in this one, but they did tie it up. Simula will check out for the Hawks. I think that was Katie Brown back in. Pip drill popped up by Nichols. Can't get the set, so Nichols will try and send it across. Excellent work on the far side by the Hawks to tie this thing up again. Mayer and Brown building the wall. Subs will cycle through. Tren will have a seat. Anna Choi will drift back for, I believe, her first serve of the day. Little miscommunication, and they'll just pop it over. Dug up high, Beverford. And finally, Libero Smith says, get it out of here. Nice attack and just strength on strength. Sophia Red Elk will shovel that one over. Good battle against some pretty strong defense. 2 subs in for Terrace to my right. 2 subs waiting to check in. Wetmore and Tatum back in. Wetmore to serve. 1-point lead, Snohomish High. Dug out in the middle. There's an angle set. Oh, miscommunication that time as Asenso wanted to send it over. I think they were trying to set something up from the other side, and it just falls short. 13-11. Hawks have tied this thing up twice. Punched it across. Set. Spike. That should be in, and it is. Kelsey Nichols. Outside hitter with some aggressiveness. Wetmore to serve. 14-11. Sub will check in. Coco Kudo. Kudo will play at the net. Kind of a 1-2-3 formation here for the Hawks. Tip flip. Nice effort by Brown, but coming right back at you. In the middle, I think that was Sophia Red Elk again. Yeah, that's the call on the floor as well. Red Elk with a couple of big points in this one. 4-point lead. Big serve, dugout Tren. Gotta get it across, and they do in the middle. Watch coming back. Nichols elevates, rejected. Try it again, Nichols. Tip drill. Got it! Keep the change. Kelsey Nichols, you can see early on why she's co-captain of this squad. Just absolute leadership, as some folks saying hi to the
Camera.
Hi to the Ken folks back home. Oh, Tren going all the way on that one. And it crawls over. Nice play, Nichols. Popped up. Cleared back across. Tren with a dig. Rejected. Hello. Sophia Red Elk again. Kelsey Nichols again. Timeout on the floor. 17-11 Snohomish. Back after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here on STSPN out of that timeout. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvick here. Taking a look at the schedule for this this Terrace squad. I don't have a score from that non-conference game on Saturday at Monroe. But they got a 3-2 win over Cedar Crest on Monday, and they got a 3-1 win over Mariner on Thursday of last week. So at least 2 out of 3, maybe 2 out of 2. Down by 6, but a good pop across the net there. A little mid-range shot for Terrace on the road. Dugout Tren at the back line. Shoveled across instead of a set. Popped up Red Elk. Back the other way. And just a thunderous smack by Nichols. Back it goes. Pip again. Dug and cleared in one shot. Smith. Oh, man. Hang a gold star on that one. Tatum unleashed. And just painted the black. Technically it's a green line, but still. Shades of Cliff Lee. Strike 3 called. 18-11. Serve just a bit short for Ellie Wetmore. Hawks will sub. Emerson Alley back in, replacing Shady Mayer.
Crystal clear 4K again tonight.
I was wondering. My monitor is, still arriving.
Yeah. You'll have one Friday.
I will look forward to it. Spike that one off the net. Ferris will keep it alive. Backline play. Good work by Smith. Oh, the wall on the far side. Coco Kudo and was that Emerson Alley over there?
I think that wall included the net.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The net is the unspoken extra player. Oh, they're going to say that one was in. Looked a little bit long to me, but I didn't have the best vantage point, nor was I wearing the official's blue shirt.
Well, in all fairness, I'm
The
not
glasses.
sure that, yeah, the glasses.
You got to listen to, you got to watch every episode to get all the jokes. Pop that one up, trying to get back into sorts. Nice work by Terrace again. Set, spike. Tren will just hammer that one. Punched back across. Let's try this again. Trying to set up a play. Dug out again. Quite the volley or the rally, whatever term you want to use. Tipped, punched up. Coco Kudo couldn't do anything with that one. Point Panthers.
You know, I want to know where all these kids got those heart pink-shaped glasses.
That is a really good question. One of my buddies, Stitch Mitchell, tends to get the commemorative glasses when he goes with Pink Mitchell or Blue Mitchell, dyes his hair, but they're always given to him. Kept up. My guess is one of the party supply stores. They're making bank. Oh! Nice effort again on the far side. Beverford and I think Sophia Red Elk spun that one along the net. But yes, your local unnamed party supply store. If those
It's got to be fun when all the kids descend on the store like that.
More fun when they descend than when they leave. I have worked retail before. No, but I'm sure all of our Snohomish and Mountlake Terrace student athletes and cheering section members are quite organized. Well, that's something you don't see every day. The libero rises for the midline strike across. That one sailed a bit on Haley Trin.
Still serving. Panthers up.
That's one of the unique things about volleyball is, well, it's about disguising what you're going to do. You know how to react when it's just going to be a straight spike across like that, Point Panthers. But if they change things around, if the attack looks like it's coming from the left and it comes from the right, if it's a tip instead of a kill, you never know. 10-point lead all of a sudden for Snohomish. Trin will pop that one straight up. Got to get it across this time, and they do with Brown. That one goes off of Trin and all the way to the AC system. Point Panthers, and it is now set point. This thing was tied up at 11 all, which means what, a 13-2 run to close this one out so far. Popped it up and over. Nifty little play. Getting it to the back line. Set, spike, dugout, back line, Trin. As good as a set there. Rejected. Oh, no, keep it alive again. Nope, they're going to whistle it dead. Double hit. Point Panthers. So went from a 13-2 run now to a 13-3 run. Uphill climb for the Hawks, but they are not ready to give up this opening set. Their last action did go 5, by the way. That is now an ace. Okay, they let that one go a little longer than I expected, but Point Hawks. This is certainly going to give Coach Doyle something to talk about between sets.
I think so.
Got to finish. Dugout in the middle. Smith. Tipped at the net. Point Panthers. That's the set. 25-15. Opening set goes the way of the home team. We'll step aside for a break. Second set action. Conference volleyball action for you, presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
The future is threatened by enemies often unrelenting,
Brains, get these people out of here.
It's gonna be all right.
unexpected, and unpredictable.
Stay alert, Marines.
In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical.
Enemy drones down.
Because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater.
Sending coordinates now.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Back here on STSPN, the student section shaking the stands here as we get set for set number 2. I love that. The chair official was striking up the band, if you will. Come on, you can do better than that. Snohomish finishes off the opening set. They had a 13-2 run, but kind of fizzled down the stretch. The visitors from Mountlake Terrace said, no, this trip is not going to be in vain. We're going to finish a little stronger than that. 25.
Now we've got. Do we have you for 2 weeks coming up here for football?
I believe that's the case because we've got a Snohomish home game following week.
Correct.
And then I believe I will be working with the KRKO crew the week after that because on the 20th they have a need for a sideline reporter. So
where are they on the 20th?
I will need to double check that, but I think it would be. Oh, it's Everett High. It's at Everett Memorial Stadium behind Funko Field.
They always get the really good talent for the sideline there.
Well, then they occasionally will get me. So. And a point Panthers for a double hit as we get underway. The schedule gets a little bit full this time of year. Between volleyball, football, sidelines for football, occasional weekend board game night. That went a little long. Point Panthers. Second verse, same as the first. This is kind of how the first set opened. Panthers got out to a 3-0 lead before Terrace was able to get back on the board. And that one just caught him napping. That one was a straight-up dying quail right in front of the midline. I think Sierra Swan was the only person to have a play on it.
That's what it would look like if I was down there.
Bonsai. Might get winded walking onto the court. Wow! Kelsey Nichols wants the shirt.
Kelsey Nichols. Wow.
Rise and score.
I have a feeling she's going somewhere.
Yeah, that seems pretty likely. 5'9", senior, co-captain, responsible for at least 4 points that I've been keeping track of. Coming back, and that was good placement. That was very good placement. I think Sierra Swan redeemed herself on that one.
Emerson out. Back to serve for the
4-1. So again, much like the opening set, that one went 3-1. Tip drill and in. No, out. They're going to say side out and just missed the broadcast antenna. Gonna run one by the kids who are watching this now or later.
Yeah.
Rabbit ears. And no, I'm not talking about from an actual bunny. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents. Tip, score, Panthers. I think that was Madison Andrus at the net.
Oh, I think I just came up. You have to write this down, but I think I just came up with a new sponsorship T-shirt.
Oh.
We could have first person to answer the trivia question of the night.
Yeah, and I can.
STSPN trivia.
That's another double hit as the Hawks will try and claw their way back into this one. Cut it to 5-3. But yeah, there could certainly be some trivia questions. I know that my buddy Maury actually is a trivia host. Goes to one of the local restaurants and sports bars in the area and hosts trivia, so he can't compete. He can't win that shirt. That one just a little long. So Kelsey Nichols does show that she's human. 5-4. This seems to be the way that Terrace plays these games. Just hanging around, just keeping them close, having a chance to win. Nichols, the excuse me clear there. Rejected. Dejected and rejected. Eva Lambert and Madison Andrus say, no, 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 no. Dikembe Mutombo in the house. Again, ask your parents. Next time I make a relevant reference, as that's an ace, the next relevant reference I make might be the first. So back to do it again. Annika Smith, the libero, quietly having a good game of her own. That one sailed a little bit wide and long here on Pink Out night.
I had to stop somebody and ask them what's going on. It said it's Pink Out night.
Yeah, the pretty cool touch by the varsity squad for Snohomish High. Their warm-ups are just pink T-shirts, just plain pink T-shirts, and they were autographing each other's shirts. Kind of a yearbook type of thing. Nice block this time as Haley Tatum and Sophia Red Elk say no. Swatted. Kavanaugh out, Tatum out, Kavanaugh in. She'll handle the serving here.
You know, there's another thing to add to your list. I always want to have the players of the game autograph our banner.
Ah. I'm sure they would be more than willing. Kind of like the truck for Monday Night Football, remember? The horse trailer or whatever it was called. 8-6. Meanwhile, there's a volleyball match going on. We wait for the official call. Point Panthers. Backline official was like, I didn't have a play. I had no idea.
Go to the replay camera.
Go to the replay booth.
Under the hood.
Lauren Rice checking in and serving. She is a junior. Oof. And that had some giddy up on it, yeah. Matter of millimeters too low. 9-7. It's been kind of fun as I've started to settle into the role of sports guy in the North Sound. Trying to learn the personality of these different schools. That was not a double hit, apparently. That'll make amends anyway. Point for Terrace. I think that was Sarah Simula. Yeah, Terrace is just a scrappy squad in just about every sport I've seen them in.
Well, you know, we did that Mountlake Terrace Monroe football last week.
Mm-hmm. Monroe perfect on the season, correct?
They are.
Panthers get the point off the service error. 10-8. That's another school I've had fun trying to figure out is Monroe, because not exactly a massive student base to draw from, but they are going to be competitive in everything. A lot of pride in the Bearcat uniform.
There is, too.
And tipped across. Good job backlining by Rice. The blue line play, if you will. Good hustle there. Tipped over. Cleared up near the speakers. Got to get it across this time, and they do with Trin. What a rally. Doubling it back across Nichols. Now they're going to try and set something up. Miscommunication. Nichols will get that one across, and they'll keep it alive. Wow. And then into the net. Point Snohomish.
She shouldn't let that go.
Yes.
It was out.
That was way out. That was, and you can see the head nod as the Terrace player who shall remain nameless for making a hustle play she probably shouldn't have.
I think you get dialed into the ball, and it's just like,
Mine. I will save this point. Told you about the libero I covered in college. Trent tried to dig that one out. Ace on the serve for Wetmore. Nope, excuse me, for Red Elk. Excuse me, Sophia Red Elk. But there was a libero I covered in college that would fly into the metal bleachers out the back line, trying to play every point. It was fun and terrifying. That one sent wide.
you know, I think the best club we've seen, and obviously the best in Wesco, is Linwood. But boy, they were really good about knowing where the ball was on the line.
Oh yeah, they had the floor vision, and just as good as they were about what not to play, their directional control, the sights were locked in.
Yeah.
They could drop that thing anywhere on the court. And ouch. Service ace. There we go. Anna Choi. Choi, a senior. Libero. Alternate libero, I should say. Called back across. Kept alive. Got to do something with it, and they do. Sierra Swan taps it across. Dugout. Did not get a number. Student section kind of blocking the view. Oh, that's an outstanding kill. Shady Mayer trying to keep it alive. And it's another Kelsey Nichols kill.
I think you have to get up as high as the camera is.
I might just have to, because there's a decent chunk of the floor I can't see. But I certainly wouldn't mind that sparkly cowboy hat.
Yeah, I got to get one of those.
I think it would go well with my eyes. Harris trying to set something up. Little too much mustard on that one. Leah Brown. She got a good serve, or a good set rather, and got excited. 14-10. Panthers just trying to keep a little distance here. That one crawls over, and that's an ace. Excellent work. Ellie Wetmore, 5-point lead. Won the opening set 25-15. Here it's 15-10. Dug out in the middle. Cleared across to Nichols. Nichols coming back, and she dropped that one in the piggy bank. That wasn't a tip, that was just placement. Nichols has the wardrobe ready. She is putting in the work and wants that adrenaline fundraising shirt. That's all there is to it. And Harrell, Todd Elvig here with you on a Wednesday night in Snohomish. Changing the look right at the line. Tipped up, tapped up. Nope. That was a carry. Officials knew it. I think Andrus was trying to set something up, a little short spike.
It looked like it was going to be a good play, but then
blew it dead because of the carry, essentially. Smith. Whoa. Whistle stopping play. Point. Panthers. Interference there. I do love the enthusiasm from the student section, chanting, "You can't do that," but I'm curious how many of them would know exactly what rule was violated.
Well, I don't.
Rise and spike. In the middle to Wetmore. Good placement from Lambert, but they'll keep it alive for Terrace. Little flare under that one from Mayer. Double pop. Setting it up this side. Bent over the score. I think that was Maya Faulkner. Faulkner, a senior at 5'6". Sub will check in. Out goes Swan. In is Simula.
Number 2, Faulkner.
Faulkner cuts it to 5 and with the serve. Running out of real estate. Yeah, that was no bueno for Snohomish as they got the initial dig, but it wasn't in a good place to set it. Got their angles all off, and it resulted in the point for Terrace. There's a set, and I don't know what happened there, but Eva Lambert could not get that one to go across.
I wouldn't know how to keep track of everybody that's on my team.
Yeah, everybody's flying around, and I don't always say it. In fact, I try not to, but sometimes two players will go for the same ball and wipe each other out. Point, Terrace, carry. That was, you were talking about the broadcast we had of Linwood, the Royals, the other day, and that was what kept coming up in the player of the game interview was communication. We're always talking. We are always talking. That one a little bit short off of the serve from Faulkner. And, you know, we can overstate it, we can understate it up here, but they have to communicate. They have to be on the same page.
I can't make a comment at all.
Fair enough. Andrist with the quick exit. My word, that one went off the ceiling. That is unreal by Nichols. She just uncorked that one. And the dig it had so much velocity off the fist that it hit the ceiling.
Yeah, she wasn't playing with that.
Tip drill, Red Elk. Sophia Red Elk says, nah. 20-15. That one just out. Point Hawks. 20-16, your score. And back to serve, the libero Haley Trin. Oof, that was just an oopsie. I actually think Nichols might have stumbled a bit because she just lost eye contact with the ball. So that's an ace for Haley Trin. Talking about the character of these teams, Snohomish always just seems like a team that's been there before because, frankly, they have with the history of this school.
Always a very good volleyball club.
Good block by the Hawks. Hi, Mom, say the folks in the student section. You know, this is actually going to serve as proof for some of these kids. No, Mom, I really was at the volleyball game. Whoa, my goodness. Smoke coming off the hand. I think that was Sophia Red Elk again. Nothing you can do with that short of catch it, and that's not allowed in this game.
If I saw that ball coming at that speed at my face, I'd be like,
nope.
Yeah.
Check the insurance coverage.
Yeah.
Dentist on speed dial. Tren with the dig. Good as a set there. Back across, tip drill. No, oh, that's a double hit, and they let it go. Okay, we'll keep playing here. And see, that's what I'm talking about. It all starts with the set. If you don't get a good, clean set, bad things happen to good people, and that's what happened there. 21-19. Hawks trying to zero in on another set victory. First to 25, win by 2. Oh, what happened there? I think we need a timeout. And we got one. All right, timeout on the floor for Snohomish. We got some things to work on. 1 point lead, Snohomish Panthers on STSPN.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract taken on
here on the team. About 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. Back to work go the Mountlake Terrace Hawks out of the Snohomish timeout. Trying to set up a play. They will try to bend it inside the antenna. They bend it outside the antenna. And look at that.
Tied it up.
We're tied at 21. First to 25, but you got to win by 2. Snohomish took the first set 25-15. Out of that timeout, let's see what Snohomish can put together here. Shovel to the back line, Nichols. There's the set that just clears across. Okay. That one Olays, and it's a point for Terrace. Mountlake Terrace has the lead here.
That ball went out the door.
I'm back. I just needed a soda.
Here we go for checking in for the Panthers.
Into the game, Kira Beverford, wearing number 13. He'll be on that back line as it's a 2-4 look on the serve. Beverford drops that one in the bucket. He's flying everywhere. There's the clobber, and that's a point for Snohomish. Sophia Red Elk ties that one up. Up front, it's Red Elk, Wetmore, and a player to be named later. Beverford. Nichols, okay. Beverford with the serve, and it's an ace. And it's 23-22. Be careful country for Mountlake Terrace. Down 1-0. Best 3 out of 5. Beverford serve, dug out by Trin. There's the set, pretty good. That one too long. Point Panthers. Set point. Hasn't been pretty coming out of the timeout, but the timeout has been effective. And there's a timeout for Terrace coming back, down 24-22. Back after this, STSPN.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Set point here at Snohomish High. First set went 25-15 the way of the home side, Snohomish Panthers. Snohomish actually trailed late in this one. What is it, 22-21? They've rallied back and forced set point in set number 2, up 24-22. And back to serve is Kira Beverford. Coach DeJesus with that late timeout. Beverford clobbers that one across. It's played, ace on the serve, and that will do it for set number 2. 25-22, a little bit closer this time, but Snohomish takes a 2-0 lead. We'll take a timeout, get set for a perhaps decisive set number 3, Snohomish and Mountlake Terrace on STSPN.
Stewart Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN, getting set for set number 3. Snohomish leads this one 2-0. Snohomish, by the way, in 5th place in the Wesco in volleyball with a mark of 5-2. Overall, they are
7-3.
They're 5-3 is what it looks like here. So, at least according to the Wesco standings. Snohomish is 3A. So taking a look at where everything shakes out now. Snohomish also with the RPI of 27 for what it's worth, with the playoffs not too far into the future.
I see Glacier Peak beat Jackson, a couple other local schools, and Everett won.
Excellent.
On Monday night.
Excellent. Always love the local schools getting victories, but it kind of gets difficult because they all play each other. Looks like 5 out of the last 6, by my math, for the Snohomish Panthers. And they have not had anything go a 5th set this season. Not the case for the visitors from Mountlake Terrace. Their last game went 5. That one just a filthy kill. I think that was Kelsey Nichols, just doing Kelsey Nichols things, starting this thing off with a bang.
Kelsey Nichols back to serve for Panthers.
She will serve. Broadcast brought to you by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. A little flub on the dig, which throws the whole machine off a little bit. Harris can't get it across. 2-0. 3 straight sets where it started off all Panthers. That's an ace. Yes.
I like how you tried to.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if they called that one or if it just kind of crawled over or there was some sort of, conflagration.
Nope, gave that point back.
Yep. And gives the serve back as well. Tripped over the line. I like that. So, first set went 3-1. Second set, I think, went 4-1. Third set goes 3-1. Second set, Snohomish cooled pretty strongly. That was a carry, and that's a point for the Hawks.
Boy, good eyes, even though you've got goggles on.
I've gotten used to these things. I've only worn glasses since 2nd grade, so first test I ever failed was an eye test.
Well, because for some reason I was thinking that was going to be 4 hits.
Well, I think it could have been if they hadn't killed it right there on the initial carry. Point Panthers. Oh, Tyler Gildersleeve Styles getting in on the action here. Sub-checking in. Andrist will serve. Sophia Red Elk will come on. Dug out, popped up and tipped over, and that's a point for Terrace. That's called tenacity. That is staying after it on that far right side. The initial dig didn't quite float the way they wanted it to, but they didn't give up. And we have a new libero in this particular set. Did not catch the jersey change as that one clobbered over for a point for the Panthers. Sierra Swan wearing the off jersey. The libero, it's important not just because, well, that's typically the player that starts every defensive series. Not quite everyone, but almost. But the off-colored shirt gets to sub anytime that she wants. Point Panthers. So a different look with Haley Trin on the bench for this one. 6-3, Snohomish leads. Gildersleeve Styles will send this one skyward. Dugout back line. There's the set, and then just popped back over by Smith. Tip drill at the net, and that's a point for Terrace. Never give up and never surrender. Whistles as substitutions. Anna Johnson will check in as Gildersleeve Styles will have a seat. Gildersleeve Styles, multi-sport athlete, basketball. I think this is the third season I've seen her sport. Hopped up and over. Right into the student section and swatted right back. Harris will not be denied in set 3, 6-5. Mountlake Terrace, don't look now. The Hawks are coming for you. Back to serve is Shady Mayer. That one just a bit short. Panthers will take the serve away. Stick around after the game. A quick interview with the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. Adrenaline Fundraising ready to lift up any of your fundraising efforts as well. Clobbered back across by Beverford. Midline play. Annika Smith. Oh, baby.
Wow.
Filth.
That had some heat.
That had some heat, and it's an eat-em-up ball because that was defended about as well as you could and then just trickled harmlessly out of bounds. Aggressiveness is the name of the game as long as you know where it's going to end up.
You could move this out of the way.
Well,
there you go.
Just trying to get a little bit more elevation myself. Point for the Hawks. 8-6 your score. Mountlake Terrace doing Mountlake Terrace things. Just hanging in this. They haven't given up a ton of massive runs outside of the opening set. Curled back across. What a look! Wetmore with the hook. Like watching a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Smith back to serve.
Out. Simula.
Does anybody know who Bugs Bunny is anymore?
Oh, I'm sure they all know Bugs Bunny. Not everybody gets to learn about classical music and opera the same way we did, though. Backline dug out by Smith, and I'll let that one go. That was out. Oh, they're going to say it was in. Okay. Never question Nichols, I guess, is the lesson of this one.
You know, just right when I think you've got those goggles dialed in.
Sometimes I got to change the settings. What I should have done was bring my binoculars that I got as a Christmas present, but
do they just clip on, or?
No, it's just enhancing the settings. It's a firmware update. There's the set. There's the little touch tip dug out well at the net, and they'll keep it alive. Nice play by Swan to get that one across. Tipped up, right back. Just focus. That's all it is. And that's a tip, and that's a point. Nice play at the net. I think that was Katie Brown saying keep the change. She will take a seat, replaced by Anna Choi. And another sub checks in as well. I think that was Simula checking back in on the front left side. Set. Spike. In front of Choi, and they'll clobber that one to the back line. Pops back. Beverford. Rise and score. It's Nichols' world. We just get to broadcast in it. 11-7 as the subs will cycle through. It's like Choi back out and Katie Brown back in. Brown's out as well.
Styles checks back in for the Panthers. Wetmore back.
Serve from Ellie Wetmore. 11-7, Panthers lead. They've controlled things for pretty much this entire contest. Faulkner with the dig. Rising is Mayer, but can't get that one finished at the net. Could have been a double hit, no. Punch back across, Beverford on the back line. And a little too strong from Gildersleeve Styles. Point Hawks. 11-8. 25-15 the first set. Went to Snohomish. 25-22. Second set was a little harder to close out, but Snohomish up 2-0. Just clobbered across. Point Snohomish. Point Kelsey Nichols.
Kelsey Nichols.
Got to put a little bit more emphasis on it on the mic on the far side. Like your delivery. Nichols to serve. And that's an ace. That is an ace. Just dropped that one right in front of Sierra Swan. 0 she could do with it. The equivalent of hit them where they ain't. 13-8. Snohomish trying to pull away. They had a 13-2 run and needed multiple serves to get it done in the first set. Popped back across, set. Gildersleeve Styles, good placement, and it's a point. Right in front of Haley Cacklin, I believe. 14-8. Second set, it was a 25-22 game, but they actually trailed 22-21. Point Terrace. See what I mean? You can't get any breathing room against this Hawks squad. Out goes Cacklin. Back in comes Simula. Rocketed across. Dugout Nichols. Set. Tip. Wow! Gildersleeve Styles. Keep the change. That could be a play of the game right there.
That was pretty good.
Sort of an offhand shovel tip when it looked like she was winding up with the dominant hand to put a hole in the floor. Back to serve Madison Andrist.
I think the crowd keeps moving up because they want to photobomb them.
Yeah, always. You always have to get every opportunity that you can to get on TV.
That's right.
15-9. Panthers with the lead. And Panthers with the point. It's either Brown or Simula. Trouble that one just a little bit short. Timeout on the floor, and we will take it as well. It is Snohomish 16, Terrace 9 on STSPN.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Oh, it's the things you don't hear on STSPN.
Yeah, good thing the mic wasn't on.
Putting in the work and doing the right thing like Les Schwab Tires. 16-9, Snohomish trying to end this thing in 3. First to 25, win by 2. Harris trying to extend things a bit, and nice placement in front of a backpedaling Rowan Schrum. Couldn't do anything with it. It cuts this thing to a 6-point game. They have been a tough out tonight. Don't let the 2-0 lead, 2-0 lead fool you. Smith starts it, tipped across. Oh, nice dig there, going all the way to the floor, and Faulkner took some time getting back up. Clobbered back across, whistle, and a double hit. Harris will take another point away. 16-11, and back to serve the libero for set 3, Sierra Swan. Shovel toward the back line. That one's in. That's a point. I think Ellie Wetmore. Either way, could work as Gildersleeve Styles will step back to serve this one. 17-11. That one too long. Good eyes on the back line by the Mountlake Terrace Hawks. Sub as Gildersleeve Styles checks out for Anna Johnson for the Panthers.
I don't think that needed too much eyes there because we saw it before it even came across the net.
Fair enough. Delivered by Mayer. Back the other way, punched up, but Faulkner will track this down, and it's cleared back across. Set. Spike. Score. I think that was Sophia Red Elk. She is putting in a pretty good case for the shirt as well. And checking back in, Kelsey Nichols. Rowan Schrum has a seat. Schrum, by the way, also a senior. A little too hot to handle, but a good job to even get it close. Point on the side out. Panthers just had to let that one go. 19-12. 6 points away on this one. If Snohomish has their way. Dugout in the middle. Coming back Beverford. That one shoveled too long by Nichols. Kelsey might be getting a little tired out there. 19-13. As Terrace will take the serve away. Lambert checks back in. She replaces Kira Beverford. Simula send it across for Terrace. Oh, Nichols heard me. She says, I'll show you tired, old man. Point for the Panthers. 2013. She just reared back like a snake and then said, no, middle. Ace on that serve, inching ever closer to the sweep. I'm beginning to wonder if Mountlake Terrace might have an injury to their starting libero, because Haley Trent not only not starting this one, but has not played in the third set, and she's still wearing the black libero jersey, holding her shoulder. Set. Spike dug out by Swan, who gets out of the way. Pop back across. Oh, whistle. Illegal touch. That was an illegal touch, I think. That's a point for the Panthers, 22-13. Annika bombs this one across. Too long. And that's 23-13 as the Panthers closing in on a 3-set sweep. They kind of faded a little bit in set 1. They had a battle in set 2. And in set 3, they're going for the kill shot. Set. Tip. Dug out well. Harris has got to talk here. I'll clear this one across. Oh my goodness! Ellie Wetmore, now you see me, now you don't. She fakes the set and then just goes with the sky hook. Gets one of the defenders to just clear that one out. Game point. And that'll do it. That'll do it. Snohomish takes it 25-13, and they take the game 25-15, 25-22, 25-13. We will step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll talk to our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. This is STSPN coverage of Wesco Volleyball.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
All right, we are back here on STSPN. Snohomish Panthers get the win 25-15, 25-22, 25-13. It's a sweep in league against Mountlake Terrace, and we are joined by our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, Kelsey Nichols. Congratulations on a big win.
Hi, thank you.
If you could pull that up just a little bit so we can hear you. There we go. So how big of a win was this on Pink Out Night, no less?
It was fun. Pink's my favorite color, so it was really fun to win.
Now, tell me a little bit about these shirts. I know we're really proud to award you with the Player of the Game shirt, but the pink shirts with the autographs, whose idea was that?
Kind of the players. We always whenever it's Pink Out or a shirt that we can ride on, we always sign it as a team to be connected.
Okay, that's fantastic. So tell me about this win. This was not an easy 3-set sweep. Mountlake Terrace is pesky, aren't they?
Yeah, they have really good defense.
Now, tell me about the defense, because a lot of folks, they support all of the teams, all of the sports, but they probably don't know about defense in volleyball. So what goes into that? Is it communication? Is it knowing your spot on the floor? Talk me through it.
Definitely a lot of communication between the back row players, and yeah, there's a lot of communication and knowing where your surroundings and who's next to you and trusting them.
Knowing your plays, knowing who has what responsibility, right? Now, on the offensive side of things, no matter how hard they were to put away, they had to deal with you a lot. A lot of kills, a lot of aggressiveness. How did you have such a good game tonight?
I kind of just find the open spots in the court and try my best to get a kill with it. And yeah.
So I've talked before on broadcasts. I may have even talked with you about the importance of a set for that spike, for that kill. But there was some trickeration in this, like in the final or next to the last point there at the net with Ellie. How much do you guys change things up and tweak the plays and kind of hide the eggs, if you will?
We kind of change up our lineups and run different plays throughout the game, and so it's yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's all about the game plan and all about what gets it done.
For sure.
So as you have won the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, putting in the work and getting the shirt.
Thank you.
We'll need to get a picture once we're done, but if you want to hold that up to the camera right there. So I do have to ask, you are a senior, right?
Yeah.
So any offers anywhere you're thinking of going to the next level?
Not yet. I've been talking to a few schools, but we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. And anybody you want to say hi to, this will be on YouTube forever.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, sister.
All right. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. Our player of the game, Adrenaline Fundraising player of the game, Kelsey Nichols, a co-captain and a senior for this squad. We will, okay, we already have our picture, so I guess we'll thank the guys in the truck and, well, wrap this one up, call it a night. Big win and a big sweep for the Snohomish Panthers. Our next broadcast will be Kamiak at Glacier Peak football on STSPN. For the folks in the truck doing all the hard work, for our assistant producer, that being Sarah Elvig, and our executive producer, Todd Elvig, I'm Amp Harrell saying so long from Snohomish.